Hey there, Peter Nichols here, and this is my engagement table. I'm just going to run through all five of these real quickly because I think that's the best thing to do. So recently I've been teaching argumentative writing, and I've been really trying to target analysis because I've noticed that my students are struggling to connect their evidence to their claim. So this past week, I posted up an image of a pizza bagel, and I did a bit of a exquisite corpse activity where I'd have one student write a claim on a sheet of paper saying a pizza bagel is or is not a pizza, and then they would pass that to a peer, and they'd get a new piece of paper with a claim on it, and then they would write a bit of evidence. For instance, the image of the pizza bagel has tomato sauce and cheese on it, and it appears cooked. Therefore, and then they passed again, so on and so forth. Eventually, there was a collaborative paragraph, persuasive paragraph graded by four different students. And this lets students really see how their peers were composing the different parts of their persuasive paragraphs. And obviously, it was had a lot of social motivation to it. Something else I've done is target dialogue through playing the video of Ma's death from Babe. Um, and this, I would say, for process is ekphrasis. I have my students basically try to transcribe and make decisions about how to write down the dialogue from the scene. So there's a short written dialogue and emotional engagement. It is sad. Sheep dies, um, which gets the students a little teary eyed no matter what. Another one that I've done is Mad Libs, which I think are really fun. So by deleting some of the key terms or words from Where the Wild Things Are by Morris Sendak, and then having students choose which words to fill in, they could really focus on the power of word choice and debate with one another um, what was different when different words were chosen for a specific space. And so that was also highly socially engaging. Down here, I like to also teach argumentative writing by having students consider whether or not the earth is flat. There's a really fun The Earth is Flat wiki site, and having them create Jamboards where they would, I guess, source different bits of evidence. And I would task some students with sourcing evidence that the earth is a sphere, and some students sourcing evidence that the earth is flat. And this was also very socially engaging because they could see what their peers are posting up and get excited about it. Lastly, we have finding relevant evidence, and this is where I'm at right now. We're doing The Lightning Thief at the moment as a classroom novel, and we're trying to have students recognize how the stages of the hero's journey line up with different parts of the book. And I've been using Padlet to have students source evidence of the different stages from the book, and then using evidence from the Padlet, having them write persuasive paragraphs arguing that certain parts of the text are um, a certain stage of the hero's journey. And that's also very socially engaging because they can say, hey, I used your evidence, or hey, use my evidence, and they know that their peers are going to see what they contribute. So coming on down here to the Hattie stuff, I found this website that has a pretty good visualization of some of the effect sizes of Hattie. And since I'm in a co-teaching setting, I feel like collective teacher efficacy is pretty well there. We collaborate with one another on everything, and we stay really goal-oriented and believe that we have an impact and believe that data that we're gathering is showing our impact. It always feels good to see student growth on sort of incremental tests. We just did our mid-year reading assessments, and things are going where we want them to go. Um, but with this specific stuff, we did a whole lot of classroom discussion and a ton of deliberate practice, really focusing in on things like gathering evidence, and focusing in on analysis, and focusing in on dialogue. So trying to target to a specific skill or concept, and then practicing that specific skill or concept, regardless of everything else, is what I do a whole bunch. Going forward, I'm very interested in self-reported grades and having students document their learning using um, something like a digital portfolio. And I've tried repeatedly before, and I will keep trying, and eventually I'll get closer to something that feels good. But yeah, hope this helps. Thanks a bunch, and enjoy your night. Now to see if I can figure out how to stop this video from playing. Let's see.
You want your wallet in this bag?
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, babe. So funny.